Hello, today's program is called Rectangle because this program will calculate the area of a rectangle.
From the early days, one man influenced Steve Jobs more than any other: his friend and rival, Bill Gates. Apple's history
So
interweaves with
first we gotta
Microsoft's.
put
Their
IO
CEOs
stream.
gave
We
a candid
gotta
interview to journalists
so
worldwide.
first we got to
It was
type
time
in
for
IO
the
stream.
only time they ever got on stage together to submit themselves
Then
to
we
an
must
extended
enter
interview with journalists. Their interview gave Walt unparalleled insights into the dynamics of their relationship.
IO map.
From the start, Gates was overshadowed by the more polished, confident
The
Jobs.
int the and then the integer main function.
I'm not fake Steve Jobs.
Oh, excuse me. That that's that's one last thing of Steve Jobs in case you hear it in the background.
In part, that's because
So here we have to enter the integer,
as a real observer,
and the integer
look at this guy and say, "What the
an integer is basically
secret for
a is a character, is a number. So we have the length and the width, and we double the area because integer is only a few is a fewer digits than the double.
Apple II computers and Microsoft software?"
And it's always good to comment.
Was good
The the backslash the double backslash is the way to enter the comments.
test, having heard each of them say very nasty
So we get length
off the record
and we get width.
over the years. I think the antipathy partly grew out of two things. On Jobs' side, he believed that Microsoft had stolen the
And then
basic
C out.
ideas in the Mac. From the point of view of Gates, I think he found Jobs difficult to deal with.
C out is for the compile out,
Felt
and our
Jobs
message will be
credit that he might have deserved as being a great technologist. Neither person is
enter your
likable. Certainly,
length
Steve Jobs' acquired taste. So
and width.
um,
So right there, that's our C out.
Bill Gates is a better friend than Steve Jobs, but Steve Jobs is more fun than Bill Gates. Jobs had glamour and dynamism. By the mid
And then
1980s,
sin,
he was one of the richest self-made
that's CN. That's what you're gonna enter.
just 29.
Length,
People are going to bring them home over the weekend to work on something. Sunday morning, they're not going to be able to get their kids away.
and then you
Buy a second one.
add the width,
Which made him a natural subject
and then
for Playboy. Interviewing
oh,
Jobs
that's
was a
it.
unique
This length and
experience
width,
for writer David Schiff. The phone rang one day, and it was not a PR person who
and
called.
then we comment
It was
again
himself.
for the next
It
function.
was a vindication of the way
Calculate
he did business and really continued
and
Apple was very different. The second you walked in the door, you felt like
display
you were in a completely new environment. The conference
area.
rooms, instead of
So length times width equals area.
were called Da Vinci and Michelangelo and Picasso.
So area
It was Picasso that I was
equals
to see Jobs for the first time. As the two
length
got to know each other, Chef realized he had a front row seat on what was then an unimaginable
times
technological future.
width.
Steve started drawing on a placemat. We went back and forth, and basically by the end of that, constructed what looks exactly like an iPad. Steve said this machine, this small
Oops.
device as big as a book,
We don't need the curly brackets.
to keep in touch with
I
one
mean, we don't need the
place, the telephone, and
we don't need the enclosures.
he saw it as a reader on this very small
C
device
out.
and read it with editing capacity, note-taking capacity. I mean, he really envisioned the iPad almost 30 years ago.
Fix,
Jobs and Chef quickly became close
show
friends.
point,
Through the late 60s and 70s in very similar ways.
set precision.
Counterculture,
We're gonna enter these
some of the Eastern mysticism, Buddhism, the LSD
enclosure one.
Leary.
We enter C out, fix, show point, set precision. It gives it like a space by one. We gives it like one tab space.
When I was having a hard time, I'd be on the phone, would drive up
See out, another message. This is your average. So basically what we have so far is we have the include IOString, the include IMAP, we have the integer main function. We have the input, we have the output. No, we have the input, and we have the and we have area equals length times width, which is basically the function is that's what it's calculating. And then the cout message area, so it's gonna, so once it's cn's length times width, once the cn's length and width, it's gonna calculate that by timesing it, and it's gonna give you the area. Okay, right here, this is our logic. Oh, hold on. We got some errors. Yeah, so if we were to compile this right now, it wouldn't run because the link is not. It's not the same. All the links have to be spelled right. It's like it's case sensitive. C++ is case sensitive. So here's our logic. If link is less than 0, link the link, here's our message. If link is less than 0, the message you're gonna get is link must be greater than 0. Oops. Hold on. No, the N means next line. And return 0. Return 0 basically means that you're gonna go back to the return 0 means you're gonna go back to the compiler. You're gonna go back to the desktop after it's done. Okay, so we got an error once we compile. So we got an error. So this is our problem. Forgot to enter namespace. Namespace. So what you do is you enter namespace std, and no, not std. In a colon, in a semicolon, and we compile. Okay, it's running. So we enter. Let's enter some data. 45 times 45, and you get a set precision of 1 decimal. Okay, yeah. The set precision 1 means there's going to be 1 digit after the decimal. 50 times 50, 2500 decimal 0. See, it's working. -12. It gives you the correct data, but then the link is you get the message link must be greater than 0. So we're gonna jump ahead. Here I already put the if statement as the logic. Link must be greater than 1. No, greater than 0, and width must be greater than 0. The two brackets in the middle means or. So link must be greater than 0 or must be greater than 0, and if it is, you get the C out congratulations. So it gives you your area, but it says, but you get the message you must enter, it must be greater than 0. So then we enter the else. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put the curly brackets. And else. Press tab. Okay, so let's see. Yep, must be greater than 0. Well, there you have it. That's your code.